Hi, my name is Gaba Bea, and I'm an artist in residence at the Level Ground, and my project is titled Ein Karam. It is a video game where you as the player are taken through multiple levels that I've designed that include some of my 3D scans, which is part of the history, and also combine sort of fantasy and fiction into these landscapes. And you as the player have to travel through multiple levels and collect items to eventually make it home. My syllabus mirrors my video game project in a lot of ways because it combines game theory with history and fiction/sci-fi. I'm really interested in all of these topics in a way of sort of integrating them to create a different narrative. And I think that the things that I put on my syllabus help me of envisioning different narratives and different strategies for gameplay and design for the future of my video games. Some of the resources that I think that are important to highlight on my syllabus is one, All That Remains by Walid Khalidi. He actually documented everything that remains in Palestine pre-Nakba, 1948. And he documented it in the 90s. So I used this book as part of my research while I was in Palestine to scan 3D objects while following his notes. So I would basically go to these occupied territories and follow Walid Khalidi and then scan everything that remains today in 2021. And the book was written in the 1990s. And I think that does a really good job conveying the history part and the research of my syllabus. And the second thing I think is Tumen, which is an audio podcast drama, and it's very fantasy and magical realism. And you can tell that everybody is Muslim in the story, even though it's not explicitly said. And it's a completely different narrative of a past history that never exists, which I think is really fascinating and can be used in terms of thinking of my projects as well. And I think the third thing that reflects on my syllabus is game theory. I'm really interested in game theory and also digital TV and just digital everything. So such as The Circle, which is, this really trippy meta reality TV show where a bunch of contestants are put into separate rooms and they kind of have to vote each other out and rank each other up, and Survivor and stuff like that is another example. I think it's just interesting the way that things are becoming gamified and how game design and theory are such an important thing and a part of these shows, and how they can be applicable to larger strategies and ways of thinking and video game design. So yeah.